Hello, YouTube. This is the Z Project. Right. And I'm Johan. I will be talking about anything and whatever that comes into my mind. So, I just came from the gym about 20 minutes ago, and I will just say or tell what I observed. Actually, not even what I observed, like my advice to a lot of beginners. Beginner program. All right. It's going to be, I'll keep it short. Right. And for a lot of the people who are trying to go to the gym, for one, when you enter the gym, don't feel discouraged. Right? Actually, I should commend on you. Even just making the mind to be inside the gym, that is a very good sign of courage itself. Uh, you know, and from there you can try to experiment with some of the exercises. Don't try to go hardcore on them. You don't know yourself yet. You don't know how your body works. So even if you go there for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, that's great. And don't feel that you have to be there for an hour. You don't need all that because you don't know. You're really experimenting. Yeah. So you just play around with the time, play around with the exercises that you want. Don't be shy to ask whoever is there, especially the either the personal trainers that work there or even some of the people that are at the gym. Just ask them questions. I'm sure many of them are willing to help, give a little bit of advice. you know it shouldn't be set in stone though when you're giving advice. It's just something, just take it as a value itself. I want to call it like face value. Keep in mind about it. Okay. And let me tell you one thing. Just because the your muscle is sore the next day does not mean that the exercise you did was correct. Okay. Like I said, just because your muscle is sore the next day does not mean the exercise you do is correct. I mean, because how would you know? How would you know? You might think it's correct, and by the time you do it long term, your body will be thinking, "Oh, it's a good thing." You might be seeing the muscles developing, right? You might see the muscle, but it doesn't mean you're doing it correctly. You know, yeah, many times, even when I started, I was thinking that okay, I would do like this exercise like this, not knowing that certain muscles here on this area, they help stabilize my shoulders. And I was doing for a long time. I had a huge shoulder problem, and now I'm fine. I just had to be aware of what's wrong, and I'm okay. So just keep that in mind. Always try to be aware of it. Try to adjust the different angles. Everybody's built differently. Nobody's the same. And for diet, you know, I don't believe in going cold turkey. I just don't. If you are drinking soda once a week, next week you can no, not once a week. If you're drinking soda every day, next week you can cut it back to uh three sodas, a week. Okay, and keep it steady. Going cold turkey is hard. The problem with going turkey is that it's like a little demon, right? Just waiting somewhere, and it's just, oh, you don't want to go have a soda? Okay, I'll wait, and he'll wait. He'll wait for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. On the fifth month, you know, 6 months, you just boom out of nowhere. Instead of you just supposedly just having one, all of a sudden you have 10, and the habits now becomes like a cycle, right? So I don't like going cold turkey. I think it creates like a snowball internally, right? And one day you just needed a catalyst to just explode, and you do wild things. You don't want that. So I mean, like me, I used to drink a lot until I did go cold turkey, and one day it came back, and I said I cannot mix exercise and I cannot do it. But started doing it slowly, and one day just I don't I can live without. I mean, it's not a problem. Just I can control what I need and all that. So going cold turkey is not the best idea. I feel just slowly trying to cut back helps. Also, when you try to eat, try to feed yourself the appropriate calories for that day. Okay, that's what I mean. Now, if you have a buffet today, right, don't just not plan to exercise the calories that you just consume. Instead of like not exercising at all, you just have a buffet, come home, you sleep, you hold, and that's it. Okay, most of the time, one of the techniques actually, I wouldn't call this, it's not set in stone, it's just a little techniques you can be aware of. Now that's one thing I like to say, be aware of the techniques, right? You can try out, but for me, one of them is that if I have a buffet, if I do have a buffet in the afternoon, I make sure I plan that I work until in the evening, right? And this is what sometimes I plan in the morning or even the day before. Like, okay, I feel like having a buffet in the afternoon. I know what exercise to do, right? Even though, even though, for example, let's say in the evening I plan that I need to do squats, but then when I enter the gym, I don't feel like doing squats. All right, that's fine. You could do simple push up. You could do, a little bit of running. You could do, uh, you know, pull up or bicep or any other leg exercises apart from the squat itself. But as long as you're moving, because you have consumed a lot of calories, so you kind of want to use in one form or the other to be used appropriately. And some days, like when I do cardio, I don't, for some reason, I don't consume carbs really. I mean, these are little things I try to adjust, and I can eat a little bit of fruit and I feel fine. And you know, I don't try to put yourself in a position where you feel like whatever the athletes say or whatever the intermediate athletes say, or bodybuilders or fitness, whoever you call them, right? Exercise gurus, you know, they're just giving advice, but it's not set in stone. You don't know who you are yet. You don't know what works for you yet. So just keep it in mind and try to just go to the gym and exercise and try to refine your technique as you go along. The main thing though is being disciplined. I cannot stress that enough. You gotta be disciplined to go there. You gotta be this. You gotta make up your mind to go. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You'll be surprised what 5, 10 minutes can do. You'll be surprised what even 2 minutes can do because you're not. It's not matter of going there physically, right? It's the mindset. If your mind is prepared to go to the gym, your mind, you will go to the gym. I mean, this is just just a vehicle itself. But if the mind says yes, I will go to the gym and try to do small exercises, that is good. So for every time you go to the gym, you exercise, you feel good, right? You're rewarding yourself psychologically. You're rewarding yourself mentally. Uh, you got all these chemicals that make you feel good, and the body and that the body will be like, yes, I'm excited to go. I will go, okay, and that is how you know you can have a passion for it just because you're kind of disciplined, to be in to live a very healthy lifestyle. I would say also that um, also think on the long term. Really, you have one body. You have one body, and you know, feeding yourself. Be aware of what you drink. Be aware of what you eat. Know what your goal is, and you know, just remember that when you eat to be a lot better, I can kind of help because working out alone can be hard. So if you're to start in groups, and that will help. Starting, like a group. I see a lot of people that go to the Zumba class. All the females they love Zumba, but that's good. If you go to Zumba, and that way you feel motivated to go. You make new friends. You interact with people, and that's great. All right. So, my first video, I just talked about, you know, beginners how they can motivate themselves to go to the gym. Any questions? I can talk about other things too. So any questions, just comment and subscribe to my channel. All right. All right. See you guys later.